every statistical category. You've had almost 70 inside 50s. Do you feel like you sort of shot yourself in the foot a bit?
A little bit. There's no doubt there's a part of me that thinks that. You know, we dominated the game post-quarter time for a big part of it, and we were wearing them down, but our start was poor. You know, I thought we were pretty average in the contest early, and Collingwood made us pay. You know, they hit the scoreboard, and then from that moment on, we were chasing the scoreboard the whole game. And, you know, we played the game the right way for 3 quarters. Yeah, we didn't execute in front of goal, and we didn't get as much reward out of our entries, but it's the right way to play. And I was just very proud of our group. They played like winners for the last 3 quarters, and we didn't get the result. So we've got to come back and do it again.
Any idea as to what was the reason for that tardy start? I mean, they were obviously very good, but you guys, you seem to get sort of caught on the back foot a bit.
Yeah, look, they were good. You know, they were clean. They won contest. And that's a big part of finals footy, your ability to win contests. I think at quarter time we were down by 10. And the scoreboard reflected that. They were very efficient when they went forward. And they dominated the scoreboard, and they got their momentum. And from that moment on, I thought we were certainly gaining momentum in the game the whole way through. And in the end, we just started to wear the opposition down. It was just a bit late.
What do you make of the incident with Maynard and Brayshaw?
Oh, look, I guess that'll be sorted out during the week. But, we've got a pretty shattered player in there. Look, you can only go by the facts. He jumped off the ground and knocked a guy out. So I guess time will tell.
When you say...
Oh, he's upset. Yeah, he's obviously had a history with concussion a long time ago. So he's obviously dealing with some emotion there. But, you know, he wants to play finals footy. He's going to be missing for a few weeks, and yeah, that's disappointing.
How do you pick the boys up, Simon? Was there optimism in the room earlier?
Oh, there's a lot of optimism. You know, as I said, we played the right way for a big part of that game, and to dominate territory, to dominate inside 50, you know, to win the contest by 15 by the end of the game. That's a pretty big turnaround in a game of footy, and that gives us a lot of heart, because that is what stands up in finals footy. But you've got to do it for the whole time, and in the first quarter we weren't able to do that. So we've got to do it for 4 quarters.
That failure to convert, I mean, is it as simple as poor kicking, or is it something about the quality of the delivery inside 50?
Oh, there's a little bit of that, yeah. We've had some games, it's the way we play a little bit. We get a lot of inside 50s, we get a lot of repeat inside 50s. There's a little bit from a method perspective. We just didn't execute as well as we liked once we had our opportunities. And that shows up on the scoreboard. We didn't kick a big enough score to win. So we've still got a little bit of work to do in that space.
Did not having Angus Brayshaw for much of the game prevent you from giving Christian Petrarca a bit more time forward?
Yeah, it did. You lose one of your best midfielders, you've got to replace him. So, Christian had to play a lot of the time up through the middle of the ground to replace Angus. So, yeah, there's all that domino effect, using your sub early, shuffling Christian back up into the midfield on the back of that incident. So, yeah, that was unfortunate. That wasn't an option we had as much as we would have liked.
Jacob Van Moroni got McStay, it looked like with a high elbow. I mean, did you see it? And if so, what did you make of it? Any concerns there?
I haven't really seen too much of it, but I'm pretty sure McStay stayed on the ground.
There's positivity about the way you played, and you've been in this position last year. What do you do different, to try and take on whoever you get cop next week?
Oh, we just got to keep fronting up and playing like we played for the last three quarters. That's AFL footy, that's finals. Collingwood walk away with a much-deserved win. They defended incredibly well inside their D50. They got a really fast start. But we'll bounce back. We'll reset ourselves, and we'll have a good week of training, and we'll go again. But we know if we play like that in the 3 quarters for the whole game, that we'll be right in any game of footy.
How do you feel about the personnel up forward? Are you happy with who's there? I know you're running sort of out of options a bit, but there's a couple of other guys that could come in. How are you sort of feeling about the guys who are there now? Yeah,
we'll have a good look at that and review it during the week. We're running a little bit low in the stocks in terms of the forward, but we've got some guys playing tomorrow in a VFL, trial game, if you want to call it, a practice game or a training session, I think it is, against Carlton. So, we'll have a look at some options there.
That's not ideal, though, is it? That having the VFL side not competitive.
Oh, we'll have a really good hit out tomorrow in terms of a training session, so we'll get a good look at what's available for us.
Just on Angus, obviously concussed. Is there any concerns about any sort of bone or facial
I think he's
injury?
okay. He's got a bit of a shiner, but outside of that, he's all right. Thanks, guys.